Welcome to the story's world. Title of the story is The Forgotten Asylum. Late one stormy evening, four friends Liam, Rachel, Mark, and Emily decided to explore the abandoned asylum on the outskirts of their town. The place had been closed for decades, rumored to be haunted by the tormented souls of its former patients. Driven by a mix of curiosity and thrill-seeking, they ventured inside, armed only with flashlights and their phones. As soon as they stepped through the crumbling gates, a chill settled in the air, and the wind seemed to whisper warnings. The asylum loomed before them, its broken windows resembling eyes, and the faint echoes of distant screams seemed to resonate from within the walls. The group pushed forward, climbing over rusted metal gates and crunching over broken glass. Inside, the corridors were dark, and the air was thick with the stench of decay. The walls were covered in faded graffiti, and disturbing messages were scrawled in blood-red paint. Leave now, help Maine. And they watch. As they explored deeper, Emily noticed something odd, a flickering light coming from a room at the end of the hallway. The group approached cautiously, their footsteps echoing eerily. They pushed open the door to find an old operating theater, its rusty equipment arranged as if waiting for the next patient. In the center of the room lay an ancient wheelchair, facing away from them. Suddenly, the wheelchair began to turn slowly, revealing a figure sitting in it, a frail old man with hollow eyes and a twisted grin. His sunken face was grotesque, half covered in wrinkled skin, and his mouth moved silently as if trying to speak. But no words came out, only a faint wheezing sound. Terrified, the friends backed away, but the man's eyes followed them, his grin widening impossibly. Then, the lights flickered, and the room filled with the distant sound of screams and cries. Mark tried to take a step back, but he tripped over a fallen bed frame, sending him crashing to the ground. When the lights flickered back on, the old man was gone, and the wheelchair sat empty. Panicked, they turned to leave, but the doors they had entered through were no longer there. The room seemed to shift and twist around them, the walls closing in. Rachel pulled out her phone to call for help, but all she saw on the screen was a video feed of the operating theater recording them from a high angle, as if they were patients awaiting their fate. In the corner of the video feed, they could see the old man again, standing in the shadows watching. His hollow eyes locked onto the screen, and he raised a single finger to his lips, shushing them. The group's screams were cut short as the asylum consumed them, their images forever trapped in the feed, looping endlessly, lost in the forgotten corners of a place that should never have been disturbed.